Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Mission Moonshot video. Last time, we failed miserably, basically. Yeah, we failed pretty miserably. We completed very little contracts. That's how bad we were. So yeah, today, hopefully we'll do a little bit better. Start off with, we are going to finish off the navigation system. We just need to go ahead and put this into ascent guidance and get our correct orbit. So yeah, we're gonna want 1060. Yeah, that is perfect. Stop at stage 5. No, don't stop at stage 5. We don't even have a stage 5. Go ahead and stop at stage 1. Off you go. Goodbye. Adios. See you later. Goodbye. Adios. See you later. Goodbye. Okay, I think we're good. I think we've gotten our point across there. So yeah, once we get this up, we also have our... which one is it? The other one, the second generation Navsat, which is pretty much going into the exact same orbital parameters, just with Comsat payload. Slightly lower apogee-perigee, slightly lower inclination, but I mean, basically the same kind of polar orbit. And yeah, just with Comsat instead. So that'll be fine. So we'll get those two done, and then we also have a big, heavy Comsat that we need to get into a nice high orbit. So yeah, lots of stuff happening, lots of satellites going up. Unfortunately, we don't have lunar landing quite done yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. And the tests I did, the Delta V wasn't there, and the Centaur isn't quite strong enough, so I'm hoping we can get some more technology in order to get that to work. So yeah, hopefully lunar landing will be next time, along with our Venus transfer window. We'll go ahead and do that, because yeah, that early interplanetary avionics upgrade, that upgrade we got last time, is such a good upgrade, because our smart lunar orbiter, which has full control, deep space avionics control, all the way to the moon, is lighter than our crude dumb one. So yeah, the interplanetary avionics is just a huge leap in avionics technology, meaning that we can make our probes a lot smarter, and they are worlds lighter. So that just makes all the difference in getting probes to space. Weight is a huge concern when you're literally fighting gravity. The lighter your space probe, the better, because, well, you know, it's easier to get it into space because, you know, you're literally fighting against gravity. I feel like I explained that. Good. I feel like that was a good explanation. Anyways, after all that, hopefully we'll also have time to do Concorde today. I went ahead and actually replaced the X-15 cockpit with a regular cockpit inside the Concorde, because I was like, okay, we don't really need the X-15 cockpit. It doesn't really provide much, and it just takes way too long to train crew on it, so I just put a regular cockpit in there. We probably won't be able to fly it as high as regular Concorde could go, because I don't know if the second cockpit is pressurized. I tried using fuselages, but you can't put science in those, so I don't know. Because I want to fly the Concorde, but I also want to get some science from it. Yeah, that's kind of the tricky thing, because the Concorde cockpit can't have science for some reason. I don't know why it can't have science, but it can't have science, which is kind of annoying. But anyways, there goes the skirt. See you later. Bye-bye. We're pitching over nicely. We're heading into our polar orbit. Everything seems to be going well. And hopefully that's a good sign for the rest of this video, that everything goes well and we have no failures. Because I am sick and tired of failures. I don't want any more failures. Please don't fail. I want to get money. I don't want to go broke again. Raymond's efforts cannot be in vain. We can't go bankrupt after he literally sacrificed himself to save the company. I mean, technically he didn't sacrifice himself to save the company. He saved the company by flying a plane well past its limits, and then proceeded to die in a Mercury capsule, because Mercury stinks. And I recently found out why it stinks. It's because the heat shields aren't meant for gradual reentry. You're supposed to literally just come in straight down, which I didn't quite realize that. I'm like, oh yeah, gradual reentry, that's better, right? But no, you want to break their backs, because heat shields can handle high heat, but they can't handle it for a long period of time. So yeah, you want to basically break your astronauts' backs. I didn't realize that at first. Maybe next time, maybe in the next playthrough, because I think I've already mentioned that after we get to the moon, we're going to be restarting, and we're going to be heading to Mars in a new series called Mission Moonshot. I don't know if that's been said, but that's been kind of on my plan for a while. I mean, like, I've been going back and forth, like, either, like, having that be a continuation of this series or a new series, but I think starting from scratch is going to be the best, because, yeah, RP1 has gotten a lot of updates. There's a lot of cool new features in RP1, so yeah, it would be cool to just start a new series, and we probably end up doing better. 1976, hopefully we'd have the space shuttle researched, like, on our minds. Right now, we barely have the Apollo capsule on our minds. Right now, we have Gemini on our minds. So hopefully, like, you know, a Mission Moonshot, instead of Gemini right now, it would be the space shuttle, or, I don't know, something else. Not quite sure if I want to go the whole historically accurate route or make my own rockets, because we kind of did a mix in this series. Like, our early rockets were kind of just me making up stuff, and then eventually we just built the Atlas, and then I've just been using the Atlas for everything. So I don't know what we'll do for that series. Maybe a mixture of both. But anyways, the central core's about to burn out, and the Aegina is about to go. There it goes. Go Aegina. And there we go. There's our satellite. Unfurling its panels, spreading its wings. There's the moon down there. Hello, moon. Hopefully we'll be saying hi to you later today. And whoop, we're in orbit. And now we're just continuing to our higher orbit, to the orbit that's, I told it, the 1060. And bam, 1060. Nice. So now we will wait 3 hours. We'll let the engine cool off and then do our second burn. Woo! I did forget to add more NOS, but it should be fine. Yeah, because we have extra NOS in here. As long as you don't slurp all that up, you should be okay. There it goes. Good little spacecraft. Yeah, who's your good little spacecraft that's gonna do a big old burn? It's gonna do a big old happy burn. Get ready, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bango. Oh, I thought the engine might have failed there, but no, we're good. We're good. Aegina's burning fine. Okay, great. There. Love it. You know, we're good. Operational nav system is done. We have the nav system. I was looking at the orbital flight with maneuvers and 2 crew. Yeah, no, we don't. We were not doing that. Alrighty, let's go ahead and see if we can look at the sun again. It's got plenty of NOS on the probe, so that's not a big deal, I guess. Bang. Alrighty, well, there we go. That mission is now done. We have our Navsat Constellation, which is great news. Do we have anything else new available? Anything exciting? First EVA. I mean, that's something we can do if we can upgrade the thing. I mean, the advance is good. We could use that to upgrade the astronaut complex. It's just the duration, 474 days. Yeah, we're gonna have to re-accept that because now we know Gemini's not gonna be ready anytime soon because we gotta start training for that, and I haven't done that yet. Once all our crew's done Concorde, we're gonna then start training them for Gemini. But I can't exactly train them for Concorde and Gemini at the same time. And then, yeah, we just have regular orbital flights and other stuff. So, not really that great on that front. But yeah, we can go ahead and get our second gen Navsat done. That'll be another little bit of funds. And then also this, that'll be more funds. So, all in all, you know what, it's okay. Alrighty, second verse. Same as the first.
Time flies by when you're in the dark. Do you really want to fall apart? I feel like I'm falling in reverse. You said you never try to leave my side, but all you ever told was lies. I can face the demons on my own. I'm made of stardust, I'm blowing away. Who knew you would seal my fate?
I'm gonna be a little dizzy there, but anyways, there we go. We got this thing up into space, and we completed the contract. We are doing a little bit of science. I actually forgot to turn the science on the other one, so if we go ahead and quickly hop to the tracking station and turn that on, we can go ahead and get some science. Alrighty, here we are. Let's turn on your orbital perturbation. There we go. Okay, making science. Now that that's taken care of, we should almost be ready for the thing. Yeah, only Jay Moore is still in training. Everybody else is good. Okay, so that's when we'll fly Concorde, is like October time. Sounds good to me. Alrighty, and here she is. The Concorde, the moment you've all been waiting for. And yeah, with this, we are going to go ahead and complete a contract. Do I still? Yeah, there we go. I still have that contract. We need to hold a flight between 700 and 750 meters per second. We also have a plethora of science on board, one of which also being the Mach 2 flight science. Yeah, I think that'll just run when it's ready, hopefully. And then, yeah, a bunch of other science things on board. So we have have Jaymore, David, and Alex up front, our 2 pilots, and then our flight engineer. And then we have Brian in the back, which is our onboard flight scientist. So he will be doing all the science experiments for this flight. As you can see, we got the 2 guys up here, the 1 guy in the back over here on the control panel, and then back here. This is supposed to be in the cabin, but obviously it's just in another cockpit because, yeah, apparently the cabins don't work. These are completely aesthetic. This is just a procedural tank with no fuel in it. So yeah, without any further ado, let's go ahead and throttle up these engines and hopefully not crash the Concorde on its maiden flight here. Here we go. Maybe we'll hold the brakes a little bit, let the engine spool up. Now we cook it. We beams it. Alright, we gotta droop the Snoot. There we go. There we go. The Snoot's drooped. The Snoot has drooped. And I guess this runway's not long enough, but either way. We get off it by the end. And yeah, this thing does so well. This thing flies like a dream. So let's go ahead and get those gears up. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try and get up to our cruising altitude. Hopefully the oxygen that I put in here, the liquid oxygen and liquid nitrogen, hopefully that works and creates a stable atmosphere. I'm not actually sure though. So we may not be able to get up to cruise. We may have to stay a bit lower than cruise because, yeah, I don't know if our pilots are going to start suffocating. If they do, we are going to have to try and bring this back down from, you know, cruising altitude. But we are off. We are heading off above the clouds. The Concorde is taking flight. Magnificent. Whoosh through the clouds. Hopefully we're getting some good data about flying through the clouds at Mach 1, and bang, there we go. We are well above the clouds now. Oh yeah, we can't breathe. Okay, so let's bring it back down. Yeah, for some reason, still can't breathe. Okay. I mean, I could see maybe that cockpit being a little unpressurized, but hopefully this is high enough. It's obviously is nowhere near the Concorde's cruising height, but kind of necessary if we want to keep our crew alive. And this thing can go faster than Concorde. This thing can basically go Mach 3 until the engines blow up. Yeah, we can basically get like right up to Mach 3 and then the engines blow up. So yeah, obviously not ideal. You obviously don't like it when the engines blow up. Oh, and I just realized we forgot to deploy our flaps. Yeah, probably could have taken off a bit better if we deployed the flaps. But anyways, look at this. Soaring above the weather. Now the Concorde can actually go like an extra 5,000 meters up. But yeah, for some reason we can't do that. Anyway, cruise flight controller, speed control. We want this to be 720. So now it should hopefully try and maintain straight and level flight at 700 meters per second. And then once we do this, we'll make a turn, head back towards the KSC as we do some more science. I don't know, are we currently flying high? That's what I'm trying to see, if we're getting the science flying high. Yeah, we are getting Mach 2 flight science, that's good. We're not getting planetary photography, we may not be flying high enough. Yeah, because I shoved all the science bits back here. So we have visible imaging. Oh, that's shrouded. Okay, never mind. I didn't realize that was a problem. Temperature scan, yeah, that's not working. Flying low. We gotta go up higher. Maybe an uncrewed airplane is the way to do that, because the crew won't survive this height, unless I can figure out how to pressurize the cabin. I mean, all I gotta do is figure out how to pressurize the cabin and we'll be good. Anyways, we're going about Mach 2.2, which I think is right around the Concorde's cruising speed. I think it was like Mach 2.3, so yeah, right around here. But yeah, as you can see, the engines are starting to get a little toasty, but they'll be fine. We tested this, and this is fine. This works. We're getting our flight science. We're pulsing the afterjets, which is funny. We're getting our Mach 2 flight science. Look at the condensation all over the vessel there. Unbelievable. Just chilling out, having a good time. Look at those clouds zoom on by. And the cool thing is, if I actually had 3 hours to do this flight, we could, oh dear. Ooh, it's pitching and yawing a little bit. That freaked me out. Okay, we good? Oh no, it reset. Okay, maybe don't do internal views. Okay, maybe we will stop this for a second and start heading back. If I don't want to fly all the way over the water here, let's have it do a, whoa, okay. You don't have to maintain Mach 2 when turning, by the way. You don't have to pull like a bajillion G's turning, even though that is cool. I do admit that is cool, pulling a lot of G's. David, you don't have to do that, you know? You don't have to rip the wings off the Concorde, but I guess it's a good stress test. Anyway, we'll head back to the Cape, and yeah, hopefully that'll be good. Alrighty, 15, 14, 11, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Contract completed. We are cleared to land. Alrighty. And I can see the Cape below us. So, if our Mach 2 flight science is almost done, We have 2 minutes left on that. Let's wait till we're here, and then we'll do a circuit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait for the 2 minutes to be up. So we're gonna overfly a bit of Florida going Mach 2. I'm sure it's fine. As you can see the Cape down there. Because, yeah, I really want to finish that Mach 2 flight science. So that way on our next flight, we can just have the Concorde cabin. Or maybe we won't even put any crew in the Concorde cabin. We'll shove, like, a secret X-15 cabin in there. Just so that it can survive flying high. Because I know this thing can go high. It's just that the crew won't survive going high. And I don't really know what's causing it. But, yeah, look how fast the ground is going. We are overflying a bit of Florida going Mach 2. I'm sure it's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, actually, let's go ahead and set our heading to 0. Oh, that is not 0. Oh gosh, it's doing a thing. Okay, well, I guess it recognized it as 0, probably. Yes, we'll have it do Mach 2 turns, because I want to keep the Mach 2 flight science. Stayed going Mach 2 through that whole thing. 3, 2, 1. That is done. We have our Mach 2 flight science. Our mission objectives are complete. Let's head on back. Making use of our autopilot here. 8-0 for our heading. Come back in. Actually, this is taking too long. I know, probably not the most efficient descent, but it is a descent, and we're descending. Diving at Mach 1. Wonderful for the airframe. I think that thing I see in the distance might be the runway. God, it just goes to show how aerodynamic this thing is. Look how little we're slowing down due to drag. We're still just coming in here at, like, Mach 1. And we can always put the gear out for a bit of extra drag. That's always a good idea. Probably not a good idea to put the gear out at Mach 1, but it's fine, don't worry about it. Gosh, we're still, like, not experiencing really any drag. Oh, the engines are actually still kind of throttled. I tell you, these Olympus engines are quite the beast. Is that the runway? That's the runway over there. Okay, so we're gonna do a bit of a traffic pattern. It seems like we're coming in on the downwind leg. This is Speedbird 19er coming in on downwind leg for runway 33. This is ACC. You have permission to land. Yay! Look at those beautiful launch complexes over there. Oh, aren't they gorgeous? Yeah, even just at a basic throttle, we easily maintain Mach 1. That is crazy. I mean, we're basically going the cruising speed of a regular jetliner at this altitude. Goodness gracious. I mean, I get it. The Concorde is pretty much empty. But also, like, my goodness, is this some performance that we're getting right now? Okay, so yeah, we're gonna give us plenty of space to line up, because I really don't want to crash this. So I probably should throttle down, like, a lot. We probably do not need to be going Mach 1. Okay, lining up on final. It seems like we're lined up pretty good. I feel like air brakes would actually go a very long way for this thing, because we are still going, I mean, we're not going that quick, but we're going still a decent amount of speed. Do we have reverse thrust? I don't think we have reverse thrust on these. Okay, gonna come in a bit low, because we are still going redonkulously fast. We might be approaching our stall speed. Not too bad, though. We can still gain some height. Luckily, it's a long old runway. We should have plenty of time to slow down, hopefully. No, we're gonna abort this. We're gonna go around again. We are still just, like, cooking it. Even with our, like, gear out and all that, we are still just absolutely baking it. I didn't deploy the Snoot. Maybe that would cause a bit of drag, actually. Yeah, we need to deploy the Snoot. The Snoot is used for landing. That's why they invented the Droop Snoot. Yeah, we couldn't even see ourselves landing. What are we doing? Yeah, some air brakes would also be good, I think. I think putting an air brake on the wing, or two, might prove to be a good idea. So yeah, I might do that. I might add some aero braking. There we go. Doing a nice, comfortable turn. A nice, very comfortable, very passenger-friendly turn. Alrighty, now we should be good. Lined up for the second time. There we go. Now we can actually see what's happening. Relax, Jay Moore is breathing again. You weren't breathing this entire time. They're all breathing again. That's good to know. As we're landing. They stopped breathing for how long? Gabe, you want to tell me exactly how long my astronauts stopped breathing for? No? Okay. I mean, to be fair, I'm not really breathing right now. Land, you silly bird. There we go. We did it. We landed. And we landed on the runway, too. That went great. Yeah, we do have some modifications to make, but that should be okay. And there we go. Jay Moore got 7 days, and everybody else got 45 days. Yeah, Jay Moore was like, this ain't nothing compared to spaceflight. Everybody else was like, ooh, that was amazing. Again, I'll have to figure out how to get the high-flying science. But we did get the one contract, meaning we can now take a better X-plane supersonic. We can do 750 by 800. But I'm not going to do that yet because I want to make sure we can do high flight with that. So yeah, we are literally going to hold off on that. Anyways, next up we have another quote-unquote weather satellite. And then the Atlas Centaur Heavy Comms, I actually went ahead and changed that over to a Rideshare because I noticed another contract that we had is going to basically the same inclination. It just wants a lower orbit. So we can drop the smaller satellite off on our way to the higher orbit. And yeah, that should be pretty easy. So yeah, we'll do the weather satellite in this, just because each weather satellite we launch gives us 8 science, the Earth photography, so yeah, that'll be pretty cool. Hopefully these work, and they should, because I tested them, unlike all the previous ones. Oh yeah, and another thing too, and now that our astronauts have done that Concorde flight, we can finally shove them all on proficiency training for Gemini. Oh wait, no, they're inactive until October. Right, okay, so yeah, we'll wait until they're ready, and then we will shove them on proficiency training for Gemini. Alrighty, here we go. I don't need that. We're gonna go ahead and get so much science. It's gonna be like 8 science, but it's gonna be good. Anyway, 3, 2, 1. Science. Do it for the science. Yeah. Alrighty, and that's the first one up. There we go. Photography is running. And if we go ahead and give it a quick look-see over, we can hopefully see how long it's going to live for. So yeah, current duration 27 days. So we're going to set an alarm. We want to make sure it doesn't die. So there we go, 25 days, 9 minutes and 5 seconds, so that is fine. So that is the time that we run out of battery, and we'll reel in our wonderful bounty of science. And make us rich. We can also go ahead and run orbital perturbation. Like, that's really going to do a whole lot, but we can go ahead and run it anyway. And it just helps to get that stuff done quicker. Now, one thing I will do is in here, I think I will go ahead and prevent electric charge from being used. I think I can do that, so that way it doesn't use that electric charge, and it just uses the electric charge in here. And maybe make this have a priority. I think that'll work. So that's gonna take a bunch of lovely photos. We're gonna enjoy those photos once they get back down to Earth. We're gonna go over them. They're gonna be so great. Look at all the photos of the weather. Just ignore the fact that it just so happens to fly over the Soviet Union. We're taking photos of the weather here. Yay, weather! Alrighty, and here is the Rideshare mission. So as you can see, here is our heavy Comsat. That was already there, and I went ahead and built this extra truss so that we could add our weather satellite to it. Because if we take a look at the contract, we can see early communication satellite wants the inclination above 43, and the weather satellite wants an inclination between 48 and 58. 48 is above 43, so is 58, so that works. This just needs to make sure it's in a proper eccentricity, and I tested it. The Atlas, not the Atlas 5, but the Atlas can get this into a 600 by 600 orbit, no problem. We deploy the first satellite, we then boost up into ludicrous height of like basically about 12 million meters. Coast up there, that gives us enough time to let the engine kind of cycle, and then we can reburn it again, and then kick our periapsis up to 935. So, yeah, it's a pretty simple mission, just involving 2 satellite deployments. The only problem is, this top weather satellite, as small and cute as it is, does unfortunately require early interplanetary avionics to work. So that is 28,000. That's going to be a lot of our money gone, so hopefully we can handle that okay. Although now I don't think we can build the rocket, can we? Oh no, we can, because it was already in the process of being built. Right. Alright, hopefully we still have enough funds to roll this out, although probably not. We're gonna have to accept a dummy contract, it looks like. Okay, first EVA. We could do that, just not that soon. 474 days, and that's a lot of losing out money. 474 days. I'm not confident we could do our EVA then, because we have first to upgrade the astronaut complex, and we have to wait for the Gemini training to be done, which is still going to be a while. Lunar orbit? That is such a long time on that. Let's go ahead and do that, and we can go ahead and get some upgrades going for EVA. I'm just worried about accepting EVA right now, so yeah, we can go ahead and upgrade the R&D and the astronaut complex. Go ahead and get both those rolling in the upgrade. We can also get unlimited contracts. Sure, why not? Let's just upgrade the whole space center while we're here. There we go. Bam. Bam. Upgrade the whole space center, and then go ahead and put the rest of it into R&D. Keep a little bit, because I do want a bit of money. But there we go. 0.3 science a day. That'll up our research immensely. Yeah, look at all this stuff we got going on now. We are rolling in the money now. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this rideshare payload up. We'll go and boop that to the top. Get the rideshare payload launched. And yeah, who knows? Maybe we can do lunar orbit with Gemini. I'm not confident, but maybe we can. Or maybe we can just rush to Apollo. Maybe. Hopefully we can try and rush to Apollo. That would be ideal. Bam, we have 8 days until we have to go check on our satellite. So enough time to do this. Our first ever rideshare. Look at that. It's a bit misty. Yeah, a bit misty. Bit of a misty morning. Anyway, it should be okay. Oh, and it's raining. Oh, it's actually raining. Look at that. Our first rainy launch. Look at that. That's part of Black Rack's mod. Very cool. Love the rain. Oh, it's great. But yeah, no, just a little drizzle ain't gonna stop our rocket launch. And orbital inclination, we don't want 69. I'm pretty sure we want like 55. Let me just check both contracts again. Yeah, above 43, below 58. So yeah, 55. We do not want to attach an altitude. We just want to go straight to 600 by 600, which is a little efficient, sure. But if we were to do a normal Hohmann transfer, the Centaur wouldn't have enough time to let the engine cycle, and it wouldn't be able to relight. So for this mission, we kind of just have to deal with all the gravity losses. Anyways, 3, 2, 1. Let's get out of the rain and into space.
Time flies by when you're in the dark. Do you really wanna fall apart? I feel like I'm falling in reverse. You said you never try to leave my side, but all you ever told was lies. I can face the demons on my own. You said you never try to leave my side, but all you ever told was lies. I can face the demons on my own. I'm made of stardust, I'm blowing away. Oh no, you will see my fate. You will feel my fate.
You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round.
Well, that didn't go too well. We had a start failure on one of our engines. So yeah, that stage was a dual engine Centaur, so we had 2 Centaurs just to get a bit more thrust weight ratio. And the actual Atlas used dual engine Centaurs. Single engine Centaur wasn't even a thing until much, much later. So yeah, I was like, yeah, let's put another engine on there. And of course, having 2 engines means that you have a greater chance of failure because there's another engine on there. We'll have to build another one of those rideshare missions because, yeah, neither of the satellites got up. Now, let's just go ahead and jump to this ship. Let's see how much science this has gathered for us. Okay, 7.4, not bad. Yeah, see, this is still full. That's good. Yeah, we didn't want it to drain any of that. Ooh, get some nice photos of the auroras there. Beautiful. Okay, when are we going to run out of charge, though? Since we have 6 days left. There we go, 8.6 science. That's a chunky bit of science right there. Okay, so I think we're good here. I mean, we still have a bit of charge. Yeah, I mean, just enough for us to try and wallops. Okay, so let's try. We just want to try and land somewhere within the U.S. because we don't want the Russians getting our weather data. They gotta get their own weather data because this is weather data, obviously. Alrighty, and we'll go ahead and plan to deorbit right about here. Sounds good. Shwee! So there we go. We have deorbited. Oh frick! I forgot to click enable on the electric charge. Oh no, it can't use the electric charge. This was a mistake. Yeah, I literally disabled its ability to have electric charge. I literally disabled its ability to have electric charge and do anything. Why did I do something so dumb? No, it just blew up. Well, anyways, on that horrific failure, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Hopefully our next attempt does a bit better and we end up recovering the capsule. Just been having the worst luck with these weather satellites, but that's kind of par for the course, really. Hopefully next time, moon missions, transfer to Venus, maybe some more crewed stuff? Not sure. Gemini's still a ways away, but maybe we can do another Concorde flight. We'll see. Anyways, stay tuned for that. See you guys then. Bye for now.